We up? We're up. We're back. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that it's the weekend. Actually, I'm working all weekend, I think. So maybe I'm not as excited about it as I thought going in, but you get the idea. Oh my gosh, you can see the corner of my room. Trash camera placement. Hi, my name is Wayne Pelletier. Welcome to this live episode of the Resonant Pixel Show. I was going to provide some examples today, but I don't have them. I've learned a lot in the past couple of weeks when it comes to providing examples online and in these videos. And I think that I'm now a lot better at sharing that information. And I'll explain how in just a minute. I wanted to show, and we'll be talking about how to sell on Squarespace. I was going to provide examples, but I was on the fence because, oh my gosh, they're making so many amazing, cool updates to the platform. It seems like weekly. And to be honest, it's hard to know what I can and can't share as a beta tester of some features because I'm in the Circle community. Their Circle is their designer developer community, and what's been launched and shared across all of their user base and what is just specific to how I have set things up. It's all kind of fuzzy right now, but let me share this. It used to be a lot more challenging to sell specific things. Certainly when it comes to my business, selling subscriptions for what used to need to be set up as a digital product. Then they added memberships and courses and some other features that really helped create that automation. I leverage memberships for a local pool. I'm on the board for the neighborhood pool, and that has gone really smoothly. But my company, the Resonant Pixel Company, sells a subscription to web design. And that was initially set up 2.5 years ago as a digital product type of thing on Squarespace. And honestly, the email automation wasn't there. It is now. I'll explain that in a second. Excuse me. And there were some other customization and features that were necessary to really lean into Squarespace for a subscription product that are gone now. So over the years, so you know, I have set up customer, or we'll call it client management in CRMs like Dubsado initially, like 5 years ago. And then I went to Bonsai or Hello Bonsai, and that was really great, but they didn't offer a portal, and I needed more robust project management. And that's when I moved into Trello and then realized I didn't need many of the features, because here's the thing about those platforms. And right now I have a HoneyBook account, and it's great. I only have a couple of subscribers set up in HoneyBook, and I didn't like the way that functions, so I probably won't stick with it. I'll probably send them new links to subscribe to the membership that I set up on resonantpixel.co. But here's the thing about all of those CRMs is they really lean into simplification of onboarding and then append a bunch of features to them. So that's what really makes them special is you can send out a proposal, and it's like one-stop shop. You go from proposal to contract to payment. Boom, 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 in like 2 to 5 pages, however many steps you have in that onboarding phase. And that's really amazing. But after that, the project management features are okay, but not great. And the challenge for a subscription business like mine is that it's really all about post-launch support. So email, feature requests, update requests, content requests, ongoing support is probably the most important aspect of what I do. And a membership just served that function really well, because there isn't any negotiation of my contract. There isn't any negotiation of my rates that is just set. And because of that, I don't need the contracting and proposal. I don't send a proposal. I mean, some people ask for it just because that's the lexicon, like that's what they know, and they get a proposal. The proposal is the product page to click here and subscribe. That's it. And while that simplifies matters on the front end, onboarding and getting things going, I moved into Trello to manage the middle, sort of the how things get done to get them to the launch and to celebrate success at the end of my credibility playbook process. And then, boom, we move into future success management, really, right? So what I like about Squarespace now and some of the updates that they've run is I can sell the whole thing and manage each customer or client, depending upon how you look at it, inside of that one place now. And I spoke a couple of videos ago about consolidating expenses and simplifying operations. And this really is at the center of that. So a lot of these other plans that I've accumulated these subscriptions for communication and management of accounts over the years, I'm moving out of those slowly, one at a time, and moving everything in consolidation into Squarespace, which I'm really excited about because now you can set up a membership. You can sell a subscription via a membership. And inside of there, that membership page, they have all the links that they need to subscribe to an additional website if they want to via a shopping cart. And they can link to Slack, they can link to Trello, they can link to anything I want them to link to. That makes things super simple. And because those programs, everyone manages their own login, I don't have to traffic or maintain that. It really simplifies up to that point. And then when you add the new email automations that they've added to the system, now I can have trigger emails based on certain scenarios or time frames, or I can just set up trigger emails that fire off at specific intervals to keep people warm, to make sure that they're putting in their requests that they need to be putting in, they add content to the website, or to take advantage of new features. Really, really cool that loop got closed inside of there. So I'm excited to roll that out. What I'm going to do is create a sample commerce website. I was prepared to share my website, but then I realized there's customer information and numbers in there that don't need to be shared out in the public. And I have a couple of demo websites that, like clientname.squarespace.com, I mentioned a couple videos ago. It's interesting that they're not built out yet to be feature rich. They're on trials. So I think I'm just going to build one of those out and have some fun. So look, this is a Light Friday video. I don't have a lot to share. I was thinking about doing an AMA, but we don't have anybody come. So I can ask my own questions and answer my own questions. Maybe that would be fun. Anyway, I want to get on the struggle bus and the AI train, and we'll do the AI train first. Several updates have happened that make ChatGPT more viable, I think, because now that they're doing thread knowledge retention, I think that is going to improve that product a lot. But we also saw Claude present their customers who frequently complain about the ceiling, like the cap on the number of queries you can run or prompts you can run before they start complaining and block you out for a couple of hours. Those prices are really high. It was $100 for 100 more and $200 for 200 more queries, and that's super expensive. And here's the thing. These LLMs that have been basically giving us a bunch of features for free are going to run out of this super funding that they've had, and they've been burning through cash because the resources from a server and support standpoint internally is ridiculously expensive. So this free level of features and these $20 plans, I can't think they're long for this world. I think what Anthropic did with Claude in that dramatic price increase, it tracks with what we're seeing. I've been a subscriber at GetKnown.com, and it's Noan. I'll put a link in the description. And GetKnown is $100 a month. And that to me at the time seemed expensive, but I was excited to really get into the features and the way that it separates context and creativity and the generative aspect of these LLMs just seemed like it was the right fit for me. Not saying it's affordable, it's painful, but I'm getting a lot out of it too. So I think there's a value exchange there that is about even, which makes Claude's pricing seem really expensive at $100 for just 100 more queries. That's not very many. You can easily do that in a day. So I'm not really sure where the pricing goes, and I'm not Nostradamus or Price-Stradamus here, but it seems like this market is going to right-size itself in the coming months, and it will be interesting to see what happens from a feature and price standpoint. Anyway, Struggle Bus. Excuse me, I got something in there. It's not good. All right. I mentioned last week that I struggled to hit my goals, or I think I mentioned on Monday that I struggled to hit my objectives last week, sort of my most important thing. And then I went and got some more subscribers. So, good problem to have. Currently 5 websites in queue that all need to be completed and move through the phases of the credibility playbook. They're all either in the early first phase power up and moving into the build up phase, or they're in the build up phase and moving into the final glow up phase. And it will be fun to spend some time doing some deep work this afternoon, which I'm desperately looking forward to. Like, I'm so excited to just put on some tunes, roll up my, well, maybe not roll up my short sleeves, but get in there and really enjoy deep work, which isn't something I often get to do. So I expect it to feel pretty great and be fulfilling, because it's something that I still enjoy sitting down and designing. It's madness, I know, but I still enjoy setting type and layering things and building that puzzle out, that, the jigsaw puzzle that is web design. And look, this is the fun stuff. Going into QuickBooks and managing transactions, and that's not always the fun stuff. Managing accounts could be fun. I enjoy that dramatically, mostly because I like talking to people. But anyway, like I said, Struggle Bus, I'm hard pressed for the second week in a row to meet my objectives for the week. So that's why I'm working all weekend. Yay. I wish I had more for this one, man. I wish I had more. I think lesson learned here. The pre-work. I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm wrapping this one up early. I'm sorry it was so light, but maybe I got a spring fever or something, like, oh my gosh, I need to get out. I need to lighten my load. Maybe I need to take a Friday off. No, I'm not taking any Fridays off anytime soon, but that is a long-term goal. So listen, have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. I will show you on Monday what I was talking about here. I'll have a site ready to share, and I think that will be pretty cool. So like, subscribe, get notified about that, and leave a comment. Call me crazy. Tell me I'm not crazy. Whatever. And I will talk to you then. So have a good one. 11 a.m. Monday. Bye.